Hello everyone, Dr. Freedom here with you. Time some Doctor Who news. News from in and around the universe that may or may not astound you, confound you, and just plain drive you around the bend. As you all know, we had the big rumor thing going on a few days ago, and it's beginning to look like it's panned out to be either a rumor or somebody made a mountain out of a molehill. The thing is, we're never going to know the truth either way, but we've got a couple of stories that are going to go into that, some articles and whatnot. Now, given the things that I've seen over the last few days, it looks like business as usual so far on Series 12. And here's what we got. Are you ready? Are you sitting down? Are you standing up? It does not matter. Tune in, tune out. News from in and around the Whoniverse coming your way now. Okay, now remember, folks, I was just talking about the huge rumor and that everything had gone haywire and everyone, including Grimace, had walked off the set, even though, wait a minute, no. Sorry, Grimace walked off from Ronald McDonald Land. No, or was that Mayor McCheese? It doesn't matter. Okay, you go over to bradderswalsh here. And this is Bradley Walsh's online account for Instagram. Now, if you watch over here for the last couple days, even in this one here from yesterday, he states that he's on the way to set in South Wales, the Doctor Who. And, of course, he had today's video where he goes, he's on his way to work. Once again, he's on his way to set. Therefore, the whole Bradley Walsh stormed out or whatever happened is not true. Now, it is weird that there was nothing up for Monday, but that could be just because they were doing studio shooting on Monday. We don't know. Also supporting this was over on BBC Radio. It was like a couple days after. It was on August 8th that somebody put this up for you. This is a clip on BBC Radio, the BBC WM, where they addressed it as complete and utter nonsense. So this is a BBC radio station saying, look, nothing happened. Like I said, it was kind of weird, though, how you got this thing saying there's going to be an announcement, and then our article in the Radio Times appears. And it's like Radio Times is not affiliated, nor is it an official source of the British Broadcasting Corporation. So that was kind of strange that they went that way. They were trying to implicate Gallifrey Base, in a roundabout way, even though they didn't say it, directly. But the thing is, as I told you, that night I was getting bounced from messages from at least 5 different people, and 4 of which are complete anti-Gallifrey Base. So whatever happened, we'll probably never know, if something did. Okay? Let's move on. The good news is the Allendale Sci-fi Museum's Dalek shed has been saved for another year, apparently. Apparently, the counselors got together and gave them a 12-month reprieve. So if you read through this, it says right here that they're good to go for another year. But apparently the whole deal was over the shed that they used to house the Dalek in because it's too big to go into the this regular area. And I don't know about you, but look at that. It's a damn good prop. I wouldn't want that standing out in the rain, the weather, and all that. Because, heat causes paint to peel, cold does nasty things as well, and moisture sure as hell is not your friend, especially when you're trying to preserve something. Hopefully this thing is resolved for now, and they're on the go, all right? They're on the, good side of things. All right, Target Storybook, the BBC Books is going to publish a new collection of spin-off stories from famous episodes throughout the history of Doctor Who. Now, this is going to be out on the 24th of October this year, by BBC Books, priced at £16.99, and it says here, each story expands upon aspects of Doctor Who's enduring legend, and this book includes 15 different stories with contributions from show luminaries from past and present, including the names you see right here. So I'm just glad to see, this is really cool stuff. If you're into this, Target thing and all that, be sure to go check this out. Now, for you folks that don't know, this is sent to me by a friend of mine, that the Reverse the Polarity Convention going on in Sydney, and that's going to be on August 25th. If you're in, Australia and you want to go check this out, this is off Facebook, but be sure to go look it up online. I'm sure you can find it. Reverse the Polarity Sydney Day event, and you should be right on target for that. And lastly for today, Christopher Eccleston's memoir, I Love the Bones of You. Once again, it'll be out on September 19th. And a lot of people have a lot of misconceptions about Chris Eccleston. Like, there's people out there going, well, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. For the fans, guys, back there on my shelf, I have a free autograph from Christopher Eccleston that my friend Elijah got me while he was in London. Eccleston was like literally 15 minutes to curtain call. He was running behind. He went in, put his stuff away, came right back out, and signed autographs for people. Didn't charge a dime. He's never had any ill will towards the fans of the show. It's just the things that the BBC did afterward when he chose not to continue. You know, you've heard all this before. It was just downright dirty pool. Okay, folks, as you've seen, Bradley Walsh on his Instagram for the last couple of days has stated he's on his way to work. And in the first video, if you go look it up, he even says he's on his way to set for Doctor Who. This pretty much shows that no, nobody's leaving, nobody stormed off set, everything's fine and peachy. But what happened on Monday? Who knows? But like I said, something had to have happened that night. There's no way that it was just a rumor gone mad. I had at least 5 chat windows during that one live stream open, and 4 of them are people who are completely anti-Gallifrey base, and none of them know the other as far as I'm aware. So how are they all bouncing me the same thing if it was just a rumor off a website that they never visit? Now this is the story that you're indirectly led to on the Radio Times. They never mention the name Gallifrey base on it, but you can tell who they're hinting at because whatever. But it just weirds me out that you're being told you have an announcement coming at 2:30 that day, and what do they put it? The Radio Times, which is not an official arm in any way of the British Broadcasting Corporation. And it's just strange that this happened. It really is. So I'm beginning to think maybe it was just a blow-up between a couple of people. Maybe there were artistic differences. But at the end, it was a mountain that was made out of a molehill. And sadly, there's a group of people out there who are still in this wishful thinking kingdom that, that if they put out enough negative energy, that Chibnall and Whittaker are going to leave Balderdash. There's been no signs that they're going to leave early. There's been no signs they're on their way out the door as of yet. But sadly, you've got a faction of the fandom out there who are spewing more bullshit than my local resource factory over here does. Yes, they make compost for farmers. Just to give you a hint, because you don't live in this area. But sadly, we're in an age where it just comes to me that, I don't know how many of you have heard this saying, but I can't remember if it was Goebbels or Hitler said, the bigger the lie and the more often you repeat it, the more likely people are to believe it. And sadly, you've got a group of people out there who want to believe it. This is one of the examples. The ratings dropped off. Average rating for Series 10, 5.5 million. Average rating for Series 11, 7.9 million. You don't have to be a nuclear physicist to figure out the differences between 7.9 and 5.5. Yet I didn't see half these guys calling for Moffat's head when the ratings on one episode that year, I can't remember if it was Capaldi's last year, but there was a rating, one that came within an overnight of 3.45 million. Yet I didn't see any heads being called for. I didn't see people demanding the lead actor be changed. And none of this stuff that's going on. I like that. Dr. Woke. Oh, God. I'm sorry, but if you think this is a new phenomenon with female leads getting stronger, parts and whatnot, let's fade back in time a little. Like, the original Wonder Woman series with Linda Carter, Isis, Xena Warrior Princess. But people are going, well, blah, blah, blah. I didn't see half the fandom of Battlestar Galactica crapping a brick when they made Starbuck a woman with Katie Sackhoff replacing Dirk Benedict. But why are our fans being such weirdos about it? I don't know. All I can say is this. If you're one of them guys out there spewing this, don't get caught in an interview with somebody who knows what they're talking about. Otherwise, you're going to wind up in a fetal position and cry hit piece like somebody did. Oh, it's just amazing to me. Well, folks, I'm getting out of here, so please take care of yourselves and each other. Have a great night. See you on the flip side. Freedom out, children. Feed them out, babies.